You'll just look like shiny. You need powder.
All right, so here we are.
Wait.
We're having.
We have to get ready.
Did you start yet?
This is our. I think this is like number 4 or 5 in terms of our. It might be number 5 in terms of our interviews with Mary and Eugene. But today, say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So today we have a special guest, whose name is Bob Garvin,
Yay.
who happens to be.
Which?
I'm the odd one out.
So.
You don't even want to tell her.
So I never know how to kind of start these things. I guess we'll just kind of say that we're just going to start with the beginning.
What day is it?
What day is
November.
Today is November 6th. It should be on there somehow. Oh, what happened? Why is it taking a picture? That's odd.
Uh-oh.
Okay, let me
Do that.
try it again here. See what's happening.
Jumping someplace.
All right. So tell us about your earliest memory of each other. There, we'll just start with that. What do you remember of Bobby?
He's a baby.
He was a baby.
Who, me?
That's a good start.
He looked adopted.
He was adopted.
No, I wasn't.
How?
Was I?
No.
I don't think so.
Surprise!
That's supposed to know.
Tom and I always teased that he was adopted.
I have a photocopy of Dr. Joint's birth records by
Yeah.
date and all the babies that he delivered. And on March 25th, he delivered a child to Robert and Irma Garvin.
I'll be there.
And the whole page, there's, I don't know, 20 or 30 names, and there's one empty blank for a name, and that's me. They had no name for me.
Oh.
Couldn't decide what to call you, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
So how long did you have no name?
I don't know.
And how'd they come up with the really creative
called
name of Robert?
we called him Butch.
Pardon me. Well, it was my father's middle name.
Right. Although he went by that, just kind of busy. He was never called John, right? That was always the so.
Now, his mother, my grandmother, our grandmother, she called almost all the kids by their middle names.
I don't know what the big deal was.
Wasn't it Edwin Mark?
Yeah, you're right.
And I think Merlin, I think that might have been his first name. And John Robert, and who else?
Mary
Tubby.
and that.
Tubby.
Yeah, Tubby,
Yeah, Philip Lambert.
Philip Lambert, yeah. But that you need more than one.
Tubby for obvious reasons.
No, he wasn't. Was he?
Well, as a kid, I don't know. I wasn't there. But I'm guessing.
I know that's an interesting.
And I think Morna, I think that was her middle name. I think it was Mary Morna, I think.
That could be.
Did you know there was a girl born and she died in...
All right.
She was married and she died in childbirth.
Yeah, yeah.
Which wasn't that uncommon back in the 20s. So you remember me as a baby.
Yeah.
Cute, really cute.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And smart. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And we played school. I had to teach at school.
Really?
Mom said I taught you everything you knew, but I don't think that's
I
right.
don't think that's true.
No, I don't think that's right.
Hmm.
I don't know. But, yeah.
Well, my earliest memory, I have a memory of in the what did
this
they
is
call that? What house was that name?
Big one.
Yeah,
Um,
Stowwater House.
was it?
Was it Stowwater?
I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
it was. I think it was Stowwater.
Okay.
At the edge of town, east edge of town.
Great big house.
There was a Long family that lived in an apartment in that house
Yeah.
with us.
Dr. Hayden.
And Dr. Hayden, but there was a boy named Tommy Long, and he was about the same age as me,
Oh.
and he stuttered.
Oh.
And so then I stuttered, until they moved away, and then I quit stuttering.
Well, that was good fun.
But I have a memory of
Thank
Tommy
goodness.
Long, like in the hallway
I
there.
don't remember him. Oh, well. He just probably wasn't smart and cute. I only remembered the smart and cute people.
Oh, wow.
Now, both of you, the house out in the country. I mean, both of you lived there, right? And did they move into town when Bobby was young, or I don't know how old you were. Yes.
We first were living in town. We both can remember that. A great big house.
Yeah, in the East End.
They lost it.
I don't know what happened.
I think Dad had they had some debts. The dad had surgery and they couldn't afford to
Well,
live there.
I was 5 years old, I believe, when we left that house and moved to the farm, to Loretta's farm. It may have had something to do with her tenant. She owned the farm, and her tenant maybe left and moved off, and so Dad took it over.
Okay.
I think I was 5.
Was there some acreage with it?
Yeah, sure, 160 acres.
160 acres. Oh, okay.
So did Grandpa farm all that, or did other people farm it, or what?
Yeah.
Oh, 160 acres was a small farm. Well, back then,
Back
I'm
then it
not
was-
sure it
No,
was
probably
that
wasn't
small.
back then.
That would have been plenty, right?
No, but he was.
Did he lose it?
Well, he was a farmer. Although he had an auto repair shop with Merle,
Okay.
where the Chevy dealership is now,
Okay.
across from the co-op there.
Mm-hmm.
And then he had his own little trucking thing.
Wow.
But this was, I don't know, probably before they were married.
Oh, that's actually.
Okay.
Boy, how do you remember before they were married?
So were you out in the country then until?
I think I was
I
about
was-
13 or 14.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school.
Junior.
I think it was, yeah.
I haven't. All I've seen is just kind of the painting that Tom had done of a picture. It's an
Old
old.
farmhouse?
Yeah, the old
Yeah.
farmhouse. I mean,
Yeah.
so it's not a. I mean, it was a. Was it in better shape when you guys were living
No.
there?
Not really.
It was terrible.
Original condition.
There's no running water.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Pump was outside in the front,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and we had to carry in water for everything.
And then everybody was so excited when Dad found a sale of a heater, a water heater.
A water heater?
Yeah, and we got started being able to get hot water.
Oh, that I don't
It was
know.
in the kitchen. I remember it was in that little kitchen.
Oh.
That was on that farm. Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was pretty cool.
Well, there was a pantry built onto
Yeah.
the,
It was in there.
okay.
And I remember Mom and Dad doing dishes and that thing was there, and so they had to go get hot water out of there for the
Yeah.
dishes.
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, it had, there was a,
they were really poor.
yeah, I remember. There was a heater, a gas heater, propane or something, in the front,
Mm-hmm,
and then there's a gas heater in the back,
mm-hmm.
and it was cold in between.
It was cold upstairs.
Cold upstairs.
Didn't we
There was
sleep
just
up?
a hole in the floor. They would have like a register in the floor, and so that
Yeah.
hopefully the heat would get up there. And I don't know if Dad put that wall in or if it was there. I have no idea, but there was
Between us,
and there was just a curtain hanging
yeah.
between the two rooms. I was with Tom, although I don't remember that. We probably, I don't know, did we sleep in the same bed?
I think you slept in that with me. I don't know if it was in my bed, but
No, your room was little, I think.
it was small. I think you guys had a fight.
Well, that's probably
and-
How much older was Tom than you?
6 years.
6 years. Okay.
November 8th, which is what, tomorrow or the next day,
Right. Yeah.
he would have been 81? Yeah,
Huh, okay.
Well,
born in
right.
42. They got married
Oh, no.
on Valentine's Day in 42,
Right.
and he was born in November 8th.
Yeah, it's
42.
very close.
Just honeymoon baby.
Okay. Well, that's the way to do it, I guess.
I wish you'd take me out of the picture. I think I'm good at it.
You're fine. All right.
You want some water or something?
Yeah, you want water? or
I've
anything?
got water. I'm gonna drink water.
You want water, a wet rag on your
Yeah. I'm
head?
getting water off my face. Anyhow,
So, what was Bobby like as a little brother? I mean, what do you remember him?
oh, he was sweet. He was really kind of a stinker.
Hey.
How about some ice cubes?
Some what?
Ice cubes.
Ice cubes. Do you want me to grab your
Oh, I
Cup
can't.
here.
Did you say iced tea?
Ice cube.
ice cubes?
Ice cube.
Oh, he's gonna
I was just gonna give you a wet rag.
Okay, that'll work too.
That'd work.
I'm sorry to do this to you. He turned it off, didn't you?
I can turn it off for the moment. All right, the kill. Yeah.
Yeah, we had chickens, and so there'd be one day where we would, I don't know, what do you call it?
Kill him.
Dad would, yeah, he'd chop the heads off
Chop the heads up.
and then let them loose, and I'd have to chase them down because they would run around with their heads cut off. You know?
That was really funny about you.
Eventually, they calm down themselves.
Yeah, finally they drop over. You
Yeah.
know, that's probably when I
Well,
got
I remember doing that at least once at our
Yeah,
house.
they all were out in the yard, my mom and your mom, and somebody else, I can't think who else it was. And they would out under our apple tree, and Dad would kill them, and they would go into. Oh.
Yeah, he had a tree stump
Yeah.
with 2 nails.
Yeah.
Put the chicken head on one side and body on the other. Whack it off.
Yeah, my dad would wring the neck.
Yeah.
Did he? I don't know that our dad ever did that. Maybe, but
Preacher's daughter, she was like a really tomboy. And she would put the
It's full on.
chicken's head inside of the wing,
You want more water?
and then she'd go around like
I
this.
guess I would.
I don't know what happened after that, but maybe he just died.
died of the trauma.
You know.
So then I'd grab the chicken or drag it over or something and give it to Mom, and there was always a boiling cauldron of water there where she'd pluck it and then stick it in the hot water to get all the pin cushions off of it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Pin feathers.
Those were the days.
And I had this little,
There you
this
go.
is one of those memories of a childhood where I had a can that I buried in the ground, just deep enough where the can was, even with the ground. And I'd pour gasoline in there, and then I'd light it, and it was a little fire. And I thought that was so neat,
He was a seeker. Mom was so busy watching him sometimes.
And then we went through some dogs.
Oh.
Diamond, we had a dog named Diamond, and she had pups. She had like between 10 and 15 pups every year for 10 years.
Oh my gosh! What'd you do with all the dogs?
Do you really want to know?
Oh well, that's I suppose not. Maybe.
It had to do with a burlap bag and
Oh,
a
jeez.
pond.
Oh, yeah. And one time,
They didn't have they couldn't spade dogs back then.
wasn't she the one that got hit by a
kidding?
car?
Huh?
Wasn't she the one that got hit by a car? And
Probably.
I told my guy, I said, "You murderer!" I ran
Murderer.
his car. Yeah, I called him a
It's
murderer.
probably Melvindor.
Good man.
Yeah, and then we had a tree house out in the tree out front by the road.
I've told him that story.
Well, did you tell him how I shot one of the Board of Regents of Iowa State University from that treehouse?
He did?
Yes. Tom Dorr was taking a tank full of water going
Why
by,
aren't you in jail?
and I think I accidentally hit the tank and ricocheted and hit him in the
Yeah.
neck.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so.
God. I don't think you would do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. We have dead chickens. We have dead dogs. We have almost a dead.
I shot a politician.
And we have
He was almost
A brother read
Yeah.
he was up for nomination by Bush to be
Yeah.
Assistant Secretary of the
Yeah, like Vilsack
of
is now.
Agriculture.
Yeah, I know, and he must be still a politicking of some kind in Des Moines, because he has once in a while has a,
Yeah,
I don't know, thing
I
in
think so.
In the paper? Then you get
Let's see, what
Well-
else? Well, we had a burn pit back of the house.
A what? Oh,
A burn pit.
yeah.
Where we burned everything. And
We had a
now,
barrel.
huh?
We had a barrel.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was on the bridge.
And for fun, we would do barrel walking. We had 55-gallon barrels, and we'd jump up and walk on them.
You remember Dad walking home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I-
With 2 buckets of milk in his hand.
Well, that I don't remember.
He
but it
would.
could be.
Really?
Yeah. He had a bucket in each hand and he'd get on this barrel walk and walk. I can't believe it either.
Wow.
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't been there.
Wow, that would
Yeah, I
have.
thought, what am I gonna do?
We had a basketball hoop on the wash house. There was a separate building right in front of the house, kind of in front of the house, and it was the wash house.
Huh.
And Mom did laundry in there. There was a wash machine in there. I don't know if it was a little gas powered or if it was
No,
electric.
wasn't it this?
Wasn't it electric?
That I know. It could be.
I mean, for the wash machine part, not the
Yeah,
roller.
rubber valve.
She might have had to crank to squeeze the water out before you
Probably.
hung it on. But and we had there were burners in there for heating up water for the wash,
And that,
and there was a galvanized tank to take a bath in every Saturday night. And first the kids, we would take a bath.
I
and
got
then-
to be first.
Hmm?
I got to be
Yeah,
first.
she got to be first, and then Tom and I would take baths, and then Mom would take a bath, and then Dad finally got to take a bath in the dirty water.
In the dirty, cold water.
Yeah, dirty cold
All
water.
right.
And then we raised pigs in there. When the sows would have too many pigs, they didn't have enough teats for the pigs.
Mm-hmm.
We would take 4 or 6 of them away and try and keep them alive, but most of them died, I think. Except for Pinky.
He was almost like a watchdog. Because if somebody came in the yard, he'd just go
He barked.
crazy. Yeah. No, he'd just go crazy. Just like, I don't know, I can't make things sound.
So this is a pet pig, kind of. I mean,
Yeah,
huh?
the pig. Well, he grew up. He lived. He's a little piglet.
Yeah.
And he grew up bigger and bigger and bigger, and finally he got big and mean, and we ate him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Life on
life,
the farm.
life was harsh on the farm.
Especially if you were a pig.
Yep.
All right. So then you move back into town. We'll get into town where things are more civilized.
Yeah, and here's where my memories kind of slips. There's so many. We lived on Main Street twice, didn't we?
Was it in the same place?
No, we lived in storefront, which was the old Neiman building,
Yeah.
the jeweler's building, and that we lived there until I went off to college in '66 in October.
Oh, see, I was already busy with my own kids. It wasn't, no, I didn't know.
What year were you born?
65.
Yeah, yeah, right. Well, so Karen came to live with us.
Yep.
She was 17 or 18 years old.
Andrew's mom.
Right.
Pregnant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was there for my graduation, I'm pretty sure. And
Yes,
then-
because she wouldn't let any of us hold the baby.
So then she went, I don't know, she went with Tom to, I don't know where they went,
Panama,
to
didn't
Panama maybe. And I went to college, and then you called me one Friday night and said the whole place burned down.
That was too bad.
And Bud and Jean came and picked me up.
Did they?
I said, well, what about the parents? And she goes, oh, they're fine, don't worry about them. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. But they were fine.
Yeah.
That was okay. Yeah, just.
Then we went to, where did we go from there? We went to the Brooks house next to you,
But yeah,
but we'd already lived there.
yeah.
So when did we move there? I think we lived there first.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but
Yeah, I think we lived there first.
Before the
And
fire.
then, yeah, and then we moved,
Where was the Brooks house?
yes, we did, right next to him.
Oh, over where Grandma was back in the day. Oh, okay, and then
Yeah.
you were in, and eventually I can't remember the family that was next door. Then they had a girl our age or something.
Yeah. I remember.
What?
I can't remember.
Where was
That's when
that?
he was a kid then. somebody,
Next door.
I'm gonna shut this other door too.
Well, it was,
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
Timing. Timing's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we must have moved off the farm
Shut this window too if you want to.
and into the Brooks house.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember, I don't remember Tom being there, but I remember you being upstairs. I had a bedroom on the south side, you were on the front of the house
Yeah.
upstairs. Or was I on the other side? I don't know. And then from the Brooks house, then I think maybe we moved to, when did we live in Murley's house, the greenhouse there?
Oh, that was after the fire or something.
Yeah, I think I was in college.
Yeah, you were in college and I wasn't there. I was with him, I guess.
Oh, you never lived in that house?
I don't think so.
I barely lived there, so it must have been when I was in college. Yeah, and then we moved to the main street.
Yeah.
The house burned down, and they moved to Remsen
Oh, that's right.
for a year or two,
Yeah, that's right.
maybe just a year.
I never lived there either.
Well, I didn't really. I was at college, and then I had a summer job that was kind of on the road, building bridges and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Well, so between living on the farm and college, then, what were some of the stories that you remember of Bobby? Because this is where it gets entertaining.
Well, he doesn't tell the story the same way I do. The
Well,
one
that's what's going to be the fun of this video.
about-
We're gonna get
One about him riding on the train, that's one. One, let's see, what's the other one? There's only two I remember. The train was one, it seems like something else.
Well, we found the tunnel underneath the high school where all the heating and air conditioning and, well, there wasn't any air, I don't think, but heating and pipes and stuff. There's a tunnel system underneath the whole high school.
Okay.
And it was maybe 3 feet high
Okay.
and 3 feet wide. And the entrance was a trap door in the counselor's office. We had to move his desk
Well-
to get to the trap door.
See,
Then we-
Okay, now what time of day, or how did you?
Oh, this was at night. of
Was
course.
it night? Okay, and so how did you get in?
Well, we would be in there for, I don't know, class play or something. And,
Oh, okay.
and then we
Not to
wrote
let
stuff,
a good,
our names
yeah.
and things on the walls down in there. And then somebody, I don't know who, there were girls down there and guys, and somebody turned all the lights off in the tunnel.
Ooh.
And it was pitch black.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Screaming. And,
So you got out your iPhone and had the.
no, there's no iPhone.
So then how'd you get
That's
out
fine.
then? What? I mean, people were screaming and.
Well, somebody turned the
Oh,
lights
somebody.
on.
Oh, I got you. Okay. Well, that would have been fun.
They
Yeah.
scrambled out,
oh, they had fun.
and they had their
They
own stories
had a
what
good
happened in
time.
there, but I don't.
Every one of them had a good time. There's 4 of you in your group, kinda.
Yeah, let's see, 4 or 5. Clark, Dan, Brian, Fred, Johnny, and me. 6 of us.
Oh, 6 of you, okay. All
None of us, I don't think, were ever
arrested.
convicted of
Arrested,
anything.
yeah, you were arrested. You did have a good time, that's for sure. Hey, that's what I hear. I didn't
Yeah.
know, yeah,
That's what.
I didn't know. I didn't know anything about it till you were, like, what? How old was I when you were like 15? Well, I'm like 4 years old. I was getting married then.
Yeah.
When I was 19. Wasn't
Probably.
it? Yeah.
So you were already out of, yeah, I mean, when Bobby was having all his fun, you were almost out of school.
Well, she was out.
I
I mean, I was going into 8th grade and you were going into nurses training or whatever that was in Minneapolis?
Well, Sioux City first.
It was called Albert Lee,
Well,
Albert Lee?
You
Minnesota.
started out in Sioux City.
Oh yeah, I went to the city, and that didn't work out.
Oh,
I was scared all the time, and then it just didn't work. And then I decided not to be a nurse,
okay.
and then to be a lab tech. The guy called and just said, "School's open. Do you want to come?" I said, "Yes." So I went to.
And was Fry,
Mm-hmm.
Linda Fry, she went with you, or she was up there already, or?
No, she went with me. We went at the same time.
Gee.
Yeah, I was always living with Linda. 'Cause
We
I
had
was
so
around-
many connections. Your kids in your class were siblings of kids in my class.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Right. Yep, that's right.
Fry, Rainbow,
Linda,
Linda,
uh,
Earp,
Bert,
Higgy. There was a bunch more. I can't remember.
I can't either, but,
Brower? No. I don't.
oh, what's her name? It's another
If we had
girl.
a directory, we'd look at
Yeah. We'll look it up for you.
That's good. That's good. Got to get all my data. Well, so because we've done this before, but this with Bobby here. I mean, in terms of like holidays. I mean, what do you guys remember about, as a family and doing things, and what was kind of the traditions or?
Oh, we always ate.
Well,
Gotcha, good.
I remember Della's 25th wedding anniversary. I don't know why, but I do.
What did we do then?
They gave her a tree of 25 silver dollars.
Oh, yeah.
That was kind of a tradition, wasn't it?
Must have been. Something like that. I remember that now. That was really neat.
Mm-hmm. And then we had a lot of meals with them.
Yeah. Dallas, we did a
Dallas.
lot with them, yeah.
Yeah.
Till Don, even when Don died,
Oh yeah, that was much. He died when I was married.
did we?
Because Barb and I visited him in the hospital in Chicago, Northwest Community Hospital.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that was
Yeah.
pretty sure. We were either engaged or married, but I think we were probably
To which one? There was a lot of them wanted you.
Oh no.
Two. There were two.
Who was the other one? I don't know. Not really.
I don't know for sure.
I had a girlfriend from Lamar's
Yeah.
in high school.
Mm-hmm.
It all started out when I would ask a girl out, and then when we'd go out on a date, I'd get sick and throw up because I was really nervous. And that
Yeah.
was especially bad on the Ferris wheel one time.
Oh man. Okay.
But
I suppose that wasn't really a turn on for most of your dates.
She was cute too. And well, actually, she didn't look too much different than Barb, did she?
who? Bonnie?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You like the same kind of. Yeah. Yeah, but Linda took. I better talk about now. Anyhow, there. What was I gonna say about you?
I don't know. I dated Julie Irwin Sand.
That's right.
Julie Irwin Simon Sand. And it came up one time when I was back there, not too many years ago. And we were sitting around in the JB's,
Yeah.
having a beer or something. And it came up, and she goes, "You remember when, we went to homecoming or something together?" And I said, "I don't really remember that." And, ooh, she got kind of mad at me. I was supposed to
It must
remember
be a
that,
big
but
deal.
don't remember.
Yeah. You remember going to Remsen? Have
Ribs and dances. Yeah.
remember any famous people you saw there?
Dick and Dee Dee.
Oh,
Remember Dick and Dee Dee?
Who were Dick and Dee Dee?
I don't know. They were a boy and girl duet thing.
Huh.
They were like a one-hit wonder or something.
Yeah.
We saw some other people, but I don't remember who they were.
Conway Twitty, he was there.
That was at Golden Pheasant, right?
No,
Oh,
the Avalon, wasn't it?
well, the
The
Avalon.
Avalon Ballroom in downtown Remsen.
You know, did we ever play that? The Sainer Brothers? Did we play the Avalon? That sounds familiar.
I don't think so.
It seems
We played-
familiar.
The big place.
There was another Avalon. Was it an Avalon in Sioux City?
Oh, yeah, there was, but I don't remember.
Play.
There's a Kingsbury.
Is it
Beer.
upstairs in Remsen? Do you have to go upstairs to get to it?
No, this wasn't the Avalon.
That was in
Hmm.
Mars, I think, you had to go upstairs.
Okay. Taking my Fender Rhodes four guys shoving that thing. Anyway. All right, so like Christmases, you guys would eat, and did you
Yeah.
ever?
Yeah. We
Well, I
never,
mean, midnight mass,
Yeah,
Father
so
O'Reilly's,
and that was always that. Yeah, what's the name of that? The church, Saint
Holy Name.
Oh, Holy Name. Okay.
Yeah.
And did you guys always, on the right side, we go with Grandma, Grandpa. Was that where you went?
Kind
Where
of
you
reserved area for us.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody had their spots.
Yeah.
I can't remember the people that were there. She lived out by us, and he would come to Christmas. I don't think he'd come to every Sunday, and they had 2 or 3 girls that were older than me, I think.
I
But there were
don't
quite
know
a few
about-
kids around Marcus, that area, Remsen, of course, who went to Catholic school
Sure, yeah.
in Remsen.
Well, there was because the Catholic school in Marcus that closes up before.
Yeah, it closed in '62, maybe.
I couldn't
I
tell
don't know, I don't know if it's on that
I think
brick
it
we
closed
had or not, but.
the high school. I don't know when the
Oh.
grade school closed, but the
Oh.
high school closed
Yeah, that could be.
shortly after Tom. Tom graduated in '60,
you.
so it closed shortly after that, a year or 2 after that, I think.
That could, yeah. Yeah,
And they
I
had,
remember.
I don't know, was it in the late '50s or they had built that nunnery, or what do they call
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
They didn't call it the nunnery.
No. I can't remember, huh?
There's a building on the
Yeah. For the
southwest
nun- for the
corner of
nuns,
that
yeah.
intersection there, across from the church. For all the nuns,
yeah.
and then they all left.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's probably still empty.
Well, that actually house, that, my Uncle Si got that, but it was a 2-story or something. I don't know why I remember that, but Uncle
Who
Si,
got it?
huh?
Who got it?
My Uncle Si.
Really?
Well, it seems like
Yeah,
it-
I kind of remember that too.
It was,
Huh.
everything, it was only 1 story. Story when, after they moved it, but so I don't know what the deal was on that.
I don't know.
What did
they
he-
tried to move the rectory, and they put it up and it all fell apart.
Oh, okay,
So then they built a new one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I remember that, can't remember.
you've got a good memory, I think. I think you got.
Yeah, I remember going in high school. We'd load up the car with guys, and we'd stop at church at Holy Name. I'd go in, go to confession. They'd sit in the pews laughing and joking.
Hey, that's a good way to start a night.
And the story was that Keith Bentz, another classmate, he would make up stuff, and then he'd feel obligated to do it, but that
Yeah, kind of a reverse
Yeah.
confession.
well, I don't know if it worked or not. He died young, so
Oh, okay.
Did he?
Yeah.
I remember that.
Well, so if we, go ahead.
I was gonna say, first he blew off a few fingers and got out of the army,
Oh, jeez.
the firecracker,
That's been his trigger finger, huh?
something like that, yeah.
I don't remember him at all. Isn't that funny? That there's so many people that just gone.
Yeah,
That didn't appear in your mind anymore.
we lost a bunch right away. Like within the first 10 or 15 years, we lost 10, I think.
From just accidents and things, or any
Well,
combat, or
let's see. One had a congenital heart problem. Lynn,
No, when was the last time?
Judy Bierman drowned, I think. Peterson, or Pedersen, he died, something happened in the Navy. They said he fell off an aircraft carrier, but I think he got tossed off or jumped or something. Let's see, what else? Franny Gravenish, she got murdered.
Yes, oh, that was.
What
By
else?
who, was it by the,
In a truck stop or something, or a rest area.
could be,
He had a cab over truck and the cab fell down on him. His billfold was gone, so they don't know really what happened, but.
I remember something about that, but I remember reading the truck thing, but I don't remember reading
Yeah.
semi or trip.
Randy Miller died of AIDS. I think Judy Dorr, I think she died of cancer. A little bit of everything.
could be, yeah.
That's Judy's door. We bought our lawn ornaments from, oh wait, that's where we started our lawn ornament business.
Is it?
Yeah, it was Judy, but I don't remember his name. I don't remember
Your what business?
lawn ornaments.
Oh,
I
really?
went out there to buy a concrete, concrete Dalmatian, and wound up with the whole works. That's how we started,
Oh, yeah.
When you
1989.
ended up with everything you had.
Yeah, I can't remember how it all came down.
Oh, these are,
You look way out of country someplace.
I said we should do that. And that's what happened, we did it.
And you even had ornaments in a movie.
Yeah,
that's right,
Wow.
a straight story.
yeah.
Yep.
Did you see the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wakes up in the ditch with a deer that he basically just took and beat up, right? I mean, that was the.
That was very interesting.
10 seconds, I think, to load all that stuff up on the trailer and take it over there. Runs.
I know, but it's like it's not really good advertising, right? I mean, it's like here's this beat up ornament. Yeah, go to Sainers. You can get. You could have. Did they bring them back so you could sell them as
Oh, yeah, well,
as memorabilia?
they kind of painted them to look, rough.
Right.
And they took the horns off of a deer. Now, why they would do that? And I complained about it. I think they gave us $400.
Oh,
Something like that. It was a big deal. And I thought it was a crooked deal in the first place. Yeah, but anyway, they gave me extra $50 because I complained about cutting those deer horns off. Because that kind of wrecks a buck deer. You know?
yeah, right.
Yeah, you can't really
So I
sell.
went with two. I went with two a deer and a doe and a buck, and I came back with two.
Dudes, does, huh? Sort of.
I think they even brought him back for it. Loaded him. I don't remember how that deal was.
Well, the
Maybe
one
it
was, had the pronouns of she and her.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Huh?
So, all right. So just for my sake, Bobby, that your story of how you got to Chicago, because this is what I always grew up with. That you graduated, as I remember going to your college graduation.
You
and-
did?
Yeah, we went to I remember, and that was the first time, for whatever reason. Maybe we never traveled very far, but the roads are so straight. I remember for the first time seeing mirages. Right, that was the.
Oh, really?
That was like my. Oh wow, that was.
So that's a mirage.
That's a mirage. So anyway, okay. So my whole history was that you graduated from college, you came home for a night, and the next day you got on your motorcycle and triumphantly rode into Chicago and said, "This is my town." That's what I grew up with.
We hauled your motorcycle.
No, that's not. That's not.
So I know, and then eventually, the actual story was you describe whatever you want out of that.
Well, the motorcycle. I bought the motorcycle after my junior year.
Okay.
in the summer, and I rode it into Chicago.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I rode it into Chicago and rode it back, and then I parked it and went off to college as a senior. I didn't have it at school, and then I had it for another 4 or 5 years, but I hardly ever rode it after that.
Mhm.
I had some bad experiences on it with police and stuff.
Oh.
But anyhow, so I graduated. I was at home.
Mhm.
Wasn't doing much. I was supposedly looking for a job, a teaching job. And
English, right? English teacher?
Yeah. and I couldn't find one. I'm not sure I was looking real hard, but anyhow, I couldn't find one. And Brian Sand was getting married, so we had to have a party the night before. And on the way home, I smashed up my car, Rambler. And I went to the wedding the next day. Somebody picked me up, and then when I came home, I think in between the wedding and the reception, I was home changing clothes. Or I don't know what, but anyhow, Dad asked me, "Where's your car?" I said, "Well, let's see. If you go 4 miles south and 3 miles, there's a bridge, and it's up against that bridge." So a couple days later, I was in Chicago. I had a one-way train ticket to Chicago.
Right. Well, you say, Grandpa said, okay, the train leaves at
2 o'clock. Don't miss it. Be on it. And I stayed with Tom and Karen, but they were just starting to.
Right.
Yeah. And so I wasn't there very long. And I found an apartment. I don't know how. Somehow I bought a car.
You were working.
Well, I was working. I don't know. I can't remember how that all happened. I was working. Tom got me a job, sort of. And I was working at night mostly. I drove a company car during the day, but I don't think they let me take it home. So I don't know. It's kind of blank in there. I don't remember exactly how it was. But eventually, I I moved around quite a bit, apartment to apartment.
How long before you met Barb then? How long were you in Chicago?
That was 1970, and I met her in 73,
Okay.
about this time of year. If I remember correctly. I think I was at her house for Thanksgiving,
With who?
Barb's house.
Yeah.
She had a big family Thanksgiving at her parents' house. She was living with her parents. Well,
Oh, somebody invited
she was living with her parents when I met her, but she shortly thereafter moved into an apartment with a friend
Okay.
near the church where we got married.
Okay.
And then you were married in what year?
75.
Okay.
75.
And the car you had at the time, see this would be the...
Well, so first I got a 70 Barracuda. That was
Okay.
fun.
Nice.
And then I traded that for 73 Porsche.
Okay.
Working 2 jobs, about 115 hours a week, or some crazy thing like
Yeah.
that. And then right before we got married, I traded that in for a Volkswagen Scirocco.
Okay.
Fun car. And we drove that to New Orleans for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Favorite car? What was your favorite car that you've ever had?
Well, then I had a 911 later. So that was probably mine.
What is it? Who makes that? That's
Porsche 911.
Porsche. Okay.
An older one, 70, but it was.
Barb thought you had money, didn't she?
I acted like I had money. I didn't really have money. I had to work 2 jobs for years.
Yeah.
But actually, you know what though? I should correct, because I had 2011 Infinity.
Okay.
And that was a really nice
I
car.
remember that. Yeah.
Really nice car. Yeah.
Well, that was
Yeah.
nice. You were working in Chicago yet? No?
Well, out here, not out here, but in the suburbs.
Is it? Oh, yeah.
You know, I bought a car from you.
You did, 1980
Yeah.
Buick.
Yeah.
4-speed on the floor.
Really?
Yes.
Buick
It was
what?
probably the last
I don't
manual
remember.
transmission that Buick made.
I don't remember that at all. What?
Yeah.
A Buick what? What was it?
Skylark,
A Skylark. Okay.
X-Body,
And it was
Buick
a
piece of
six
crap,
shaft.
really. I felt bad selling it.
I can't remember why I bought it. I guess you had it for
Well, you
cheap
needed-
or something.
you needed
I needed
a
a car.
Yeah.
And then didn't you or you sold it to somebody at Wilson's?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was, yeah. Well, you brought it home. You brought it home. I think it was Thanksgiving. And it had an ice storm. And
Oh, yeah. It was
And
an ice storm.
You said you're having trouble holding on the road or something. And I drove it and I said, you're not going back to Minneapolis with this thing. So we went over to the guy in Aurelia who had a used car dealership, little one. So they had like 2 or 3 cars for $1,000 a piece. Take your pick. So I think,
So I didn't have that thing very long, apparently.
well, how long you had it, but yeah. I don't know how
I
long
can
you had
vaguely
it.
remember. I'll have to look it up online to see.
There's a Pontiac? I don't remember what they could do.
Yeah, I had a Pontiac in there. Some.
The other one was a Ford, I think. One of them, I remember if it was a third one, I thought, but I think I might have eliminated that one real quick.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember the ice storm. That was something.
Yeah, man, that was wicked.
And did I call from? There was one time where you came and got me somewhere. I don't know. Is that in the middle of a storm or something? Another snowstorm? Ugh.
I know.
See now, now we're 3 blocks away from each other. I don't have to. You don't have to worry about me so much getting home.
No. But I remember one time you were, I don't know, you were dating or just a friend. What was his name?
Oh, yeah, the guy that had his parents had jibs.
Well, that was all the Catholics in Marcus.
Oh, okay, this guy was from Burnsville.
No. Who was it? Charlie Lecce, I think, was driving the car, and you were in the front seat, and I don't know who was in the back. I was in the back seat
Well,
with
one
somebody.
of the guys.
And we went to the kids' corner for ice cream, and I had a shake or something, and I was playing with the straw, and Charlie swung his arm over the seat, and he hit the straw and then jammed it into the back of my throat.
Oh,
Hurt like heck. So the next day I'm like, oh, I can't believe straw in the back of my throat. And he goes, well, she said, well, go to Doc Joint, you know. So I went to Doc Joint. I remember going alone, pretty sure. And Cora Luch, or whatever her name was, the nurse, she put me in the room. He came in. He goes, well, what are you here for? You know, I said, I got a straw stuck in my throat, you know. And he looks in there, and I could see it, you know, he's like, there's nothing I can do for this. So he's saying, there's no straw in your throat. Just, you know, go home and it'll be fine in a couple of days. And he sent me on my way.
Yeah, it was kind of-
And that's why I talk like this.
So did he intentionally throw his arm back to?
No,
okay.
he was, you know, looking back or something.
Oh, okay.
Just, it was an accident, total accident. But I thought I was going to die.
Yeah. Oof. But it healed up.
It healed up
Now you have a cough.
in like a day.
You have a cough now.
No idea. Ever since then. Seems like ever since then.
Maybe so. Maybe that's it. You heard something back there, you triggered it, now it's been
Yeah.
cough all the
That's
time.
true.
And memories of you in the Brooks house. sitting in the doorway with that thing hanging down, with the, pulling your head up because your
Yeah.
neck hurt so much.
Oh yeah.
It didn't help much, but I know, I did it. Yeah, somebody said, try this.
And we had a stereo. I think it was Tom bought it or something.
Oh,
And we had, well, I want to say it wasn't Chuck Mangione. Name another one. Let's see. I can't think of it. We only had, I think we had
Tijuana
Tony
Brass?
Bennett album or something, and,
yeah.
or maybe not Tony Bennett. The
Was it trumpet player? Or no.
yeah, trumpet player.
Well,
Alberts.
Al
Herb Alberts.
Herb.
Tijuana Brass.
Yeah.
Herb Albert.
Yeah, okay.
Tijuana Brass. We had that album, and we had one or two albums, and then I had a 45 on the turntable when we were living in the jewelry store on Main Street, and it was the Revolver album.
Oh,
Oh, it must have been a full
Beatles?
33.
right. Yeah.
Revolver album was on the turntable when we had the fire, and it just kind of melted
Oh.
on the turntable.
Do you have a turntable now? I mean, do you listen to records at all? Or? Yeah. I remember the Bang & Olufsen.
Yeah,
Setup
Ben
you had.
sold it. Oh, here comes somebody.
Oh, how are you working?
Baby.
Okay.
Jayla?
Garvin.
Jayla?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Did you bring me chocolate? No. Good.
What are you guys up to?
We're doing an interview.
So
But-
you want to sit down?
I think it's over.
Sorry, are you?
Well, you're up next. No, we're gonna interview you,
Yeah,
Kayla.
yeah, have a seat.
That's right. Yeah, we'll finish up here. So, yeah. So Ben had it and then he sold it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he sold it. The whole thing for a few $100. Cost me thousands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that thing. That was.
It's a really nice system.
Well, we got the folks that just this little turntable here, and they have records that they play.
The
Yeah.
same ones over and over.
Same ones, same
We got
8
more.
records.
We just played the same.
Yeah.
Just see, I don't know. That one was people that played at our barn dance.
Oh my.
Yeah, we had a big barn dance, and these guys played there. They were so.
Do you remember when you and Mom came to
Your,
my birthday,
You were sick.
60th, I think,
Yeah.
and we had a square dance.
Yeah.
Huh.
Barb had it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
We had to go home in the dark or something. I didn't think it was it.
Well, it was at night, so it was dark.
Yeah.
I don't think you drove home that night.
Probably not. I don't remember. Boy, I was.
Jess was pregnant, I think, with somebody. 60, yeah, Chase. She was pregnant with Chase.
I was going to tell you that I need some of those pills that I get in the drawer of the refrigerator.
I don't know why I forget those all
I
the
don't
time.
know why you do either. There's some pills in there, and the girls know.
Did you want the ones with the peanuts on them, or the ones that have the?
The
Or
ones,
they're not peanuts. They're
not peanuts.
coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. That'd be good, thank you.
Pills with coconut?
Pills with coconut. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it is.
They're keeping her alive, that's all I know.
They're keeping me alive, that's all.
Yeah, all the other ones are just placebos.
Thank you.
These are the main
That's it.
ones.
It's the
Okay.
mounds
Yeah,
that-
that's what I got now.
Oh, the
Thank
mounds.
you.
So we're finishing up here with Bob and Mary and Eugene, and Kayla's in there now apparently. So anyway, thank you. And Bob, have your kids done any like kind of video kind of just
I don't think so.
interview? They should because
Yeah, they should.
you won't be around forever.
Sarah would be the one.